some names that you'd almost think this was like 2017, 2018, something like that. You bring him up, but Nikita Krylov, light heavyweight fight right here against Dominick Reyes, man. And listen, this is an interesting matchup specifically because of the lack of notoriety, man. It's almost like a who cares, but when you see it, I think this is going to be such a skillful matchup right here, specifically on the side of what Krylov is able to bring out of Reyes. Now, would I be wrong, AJ, to say that Dominick Reyes in his last fight, it was kind of a layup? I know the circumstances for Anthony Smith. I went to that fight, and you could see Smith was so emotional coming out. I'm sure you could see it better on the TV cameras and all that. But it was weird because even if you try to go back and watch the UFC 310 prelims right now, you can't. Like, they don't even show it, not even on ESPN. So I was like, all right, something weird here. But with that being your featured prelim, Anthony Smith just kind of laid over, second round TKO for Dominick Reyes. On paper, it looks awesome. You knocked out Dustin Jacoby, the Hanyak, even though he's kind of unpredictable up and down. You knock out Anthony Smith, a longtime contender in the division, after getting knocked out 4 times in a row. Enter Nikita Krylov. 3-fight win streak. The man is a menace. He can knock you out. He can submit you. He can do everything in between. He's just also an inconsistent guy, too, with some defensive lapses that you cannot have against Dominick Reyes. So break this one down for me, man. What does this matchup look like in 2025? This ain't 2018 no more.
That's a great question, Derek, because instantly in my mind, when I saw this matchup, I was right there with you 4 years ago thinking, wow, like these guys can be the future of the division. Well, yeah. Now they're basically relegated to gatekeeper status. I mean, this is one of those, you asked it before, like why are we watching this fight? Like why is this fight happening? I just think it's stagnation in the division, but it does give either of these guys, whichever wins, and especially if they win in a dominant fashion, it gives them the ability to get their name back into the lights because, yeah, I mean, the light heavyweight division, there's not much motion happening. But if one of these big names that people, and we talked about in the beginning of the intro, where, yeah, you haven't done much for me lately, but now, man, you do here 2025, yeah, this star-studded KO. Light heavyweight seems to be a division where you can make some moves in going forward, and we could be seeing one of these guys in that top 5 division or in that top 5 ranking here soon.
Yeah, man, you have a gridlock between Alex Paeta, Ankalaev, Yuri, and Jamal Hill. You have a gridlock between those guys, right? I guess Khalil Roundtree. Those two are going to fight, Hill and Roundtree. So maybe the winner of this one could sneak in and fight somebody in that mix them up, and maybe we have a new contender on our hands. Who knows? But the other thing to consider, Krylov, 33, still in title contention age. Reyes, 35, man. The thing that you're known for the most, and I know it's a touchy subject, man, but it's John Jones, right? Like, that's it. That one performance that you had all those years ago, that's still the thing that they talk about. And he's kind of been a shell of himself since that performance here. Injuries, life, just different performances. So give me the assessment, though, right here. I like Nikita Krylov in this matchup. I like him by a decision or a submission because he can do it all. Maybe a knockout happens. These are some big boys right here. But if I'm playing knockout, I like Reyes more than I like Krylov. So how do you see it?
I'm with you on that one, Derek. I'm rocking Reyes on this one. That's the same thing I had. First by KO, second by decision. I can see either of those outcomes happening. And if this fight does go decision, I do think it'll be a split. I think it'll be a very, very close fight here if one of the fighters isn't able to run away with it. But, I mean, as dangerous as Krylov is, I still think Reyes has the technical ability to have the advantage in the striking going forward.
You see, I wouldn't disagree with you. He's got a polished jab. He's nice on his feet. He's very tall in his striking, which is a little bit of a problem because Krylov presents the takedown opportunity right here. What I like more than anything is when the two light heavyweights clash together, one has the opportunity to string them up, body lock them, trip them, get them on the ground and club and sub type situation. The other one, in Reyes, all you can do is try to avoid that. So if you're going to give me the guy who has more weapons and you're only going to price him at minus 180 right here, listen, a knockout can happen across the board for either of these guys. And it almost feels like it makes more sense for Krylov to bet knockout because if you look at the props, plus 275 for the knockout, plus 300 for the sub. And that's for Nikita Krylov right there. And I think the only reason is Reyes, a little chinny, right? Let's be real, bro. In this division, you'll suffer 4 knockout losses in a row. Like, it's safe to say the chin has been cracked. If you look at the knockout prop too, plus 375 for Dominick Reyes. So again, give me Nikita Krylov. We're going to take that sub prop right there at plus 300 because I have a hard time seeing this one go all 15 minutes. That's how I'm going to play it right here. For Reyes, are you going knockout or nothing?
I'm going knockout or nothing, Derek. I agree with you. The full 15 minutes is going to be a little rough for him, especially because I agree. I mean, this is another one where I have it asterisk, right? Like, Nikita Krylov has a great opportunity to win this fight, and especially if he's able to get a lot of takedowns. I don't see the decision happening for Reyes. Give me that plus 375 TKO.